Jeremy Clarkson's co-star Kaleb Cooper shares sweet baby news. Kaleb Cooper, the beloved figure from Clarkson's Farm and Jeremy Clarkson's right-hand man, has delighted his followers with an endearing family update prompting a wave of congratulatory messages from fans, reports Gloucestershire Live. The 27-year-old farmer, who is filming on Season 5 of Clarkson's Farm, which was disrupted earlier this year, shared the news via an Instagram video. In the clip, Kaleb is seen standing among a group of notably calmer bulls in a bullpen, having just neutered them, and he quipped about their newfound tranquillity. He humorously suggested that he might consider the same procedure, given his current fertility status. "I'm not the most fertile man in Chipping Norton at the moment." When the person behind the camera inquired about a third child, Kaleb confirmed, "Baby number 3 is due in about 4 weeks' time." He also made a lighthearted comment while holding a can of his new cider brand. "I've just realized, the more I drink of this, the more open I become." Fans were quick to flood the comments section with warm wishes and congratulations following Kaleb's announcement. One fan exclaimed, "Huge congratulations, sick, well done," while others expressed their joy with clapping hands emojis and heartfelt messages. Another fan praised him with a string of heart emojis and the word, "magnifique," and yet another congratulated him, writing, "Well done, Kaleb, sick, congratulations." Kaleb had previously broken the news of his impending fatherhood back in May during a live appearance on ITV's This Morning, where presenters Ben Shepherd and Kat Deely extended their congratulations. At that time, he joked, "The third child is due in August, so I think I may be the most fertile man in Chipping Norton." Kat playfully teased Kaleb about the absence of pig breeding in the 4th season of Clarkson's Farm, saying, "You could teach those pigs a thing or two, Kaleb, for sure." Clarkson's Farm favorite Kaleb responded with a humorous take, "I like to think of myself as an easy calving bull. I think only the farming community will understand that, because when you're buying a bull, you have to look at different aspects of that bull." Kaleb, who is already a father to son Oscar and daughter Willow with his partner Taya, has also hinted at future family plans by sharing an image of a baby scan and a onesie emblazoned with 2025 on Instagram. In a recent video, Kaleb showcased his latest venture, a rhubarb and apple cider named Rubastard, which he has been promoting. Discussing the unique inspiration behind his cider, Kaleb shared, "Normally when I have rhubarb and apple crumble. We all love those. Well, I always take the bottom off and leave the top or vice versa." He continued, "Therefore, I don't normally like the apple in it, but I like the rhubarb. So then, I thought, why don't we make a drink with just the rhubarb and a little bit of apple, but make it in alcoholic form?" The innovative beverage has been on the market for a month and has already garnered a following among enthusiasts of Jeremy's Hostone lager. Clarkson's Farm star Harriet Cowan claps back at "rude" comment from older man. Harriet Cowan, who starred in Season 4 of Clarkson's Farm, has hit back at the 60-year-old bloke who made a rude comment about her career choice. Clarkson's Farm star Harriet Cowan has fired back at a 60-year-old bloke who made rude remarks about her career decisions. The nurse-turned-farmhand took to TikTok to share an actual conversation she experienced with a 60-year-old bloke who questioned her professional background. Using a trending audio clip, Harriet revealed how the man inquired about her occupation, prompting her to explain she works as both a nurse and farmer. The chap seemed baffled by her response, demanding, "Wait, you're a woman farmer? You mean you're a farmer's wife?" Harriet simply kept reiterating her position, stating firmly, "I am a farmer." The 24-year-old appeared alongside Jeremy Clarkson in the 4th series of Clarkson's Farm, and regularly uses her social media channels to document behind-the-scenes glimpses of her agricultural life. Responding to her TikTok clip, one follower commented, "This is so true, I'm also a farmer but I'm always recognized as a farmer's wife." A second supporter remarked, "I'm 62 and I don't think gender matters. You are an amazing farmer, you certainly taught Jeremy and probably Kaleb a thing or two, and a nurse as well, love your dedication and work ethic." A third viewer observed, "Was this guy living in the 1950s? Mind you, it's bit like that here in Devon." Another follower declared, "I'm not a farmer's wife, I'm a farmer. My husband is also a farmer. We do it together and also both have full-time other jobs." One cheeky commenter quipped, "Was this your first conversation with Clarkson?" And a final user said, "Leading straw last year, my mate went into the pub and heard people saying, there was a girl driving this huge tractor, I didn't know girls could do that. He was on about me." Plenty are glad that Harriet is sharing her experiences online, with viewers of the show saying she's become a wonderful role model for other women and girls interested in agriculture. Speaking to BBC, Harriet opened up about working in an industry that's often associated with men. She said, "I think when you talk to somebody and ask what they stereotypically think of when someone says farmer, they say, 60-year-old man with a checked shirt and a beer belly, and a lot of the time that is it, but us women are out here and farmers too. Just because I'm a small blonde who likes to curl her hair and wear makeup, it doesn't mean I can't be a farmer. I'm trying to change the norm of the man being the farmer and the woman being the stay-at-home wife and cook. When the war was on, women did all the farming, so we have always farmed, it's just changing that stereotype." Clarkson's farm star Kaleb Cooper, not entirely happy, over new colleague. Clarkson's Farm Season 4 is on Prime Video and Episode 3 saw the highly anticipated return of Kaleb Cooper. Following 2 months away on his national farming tour, he returned to work at Diddley Squat and Jeremy Clarkson was thrilled to have him back. Jeremy admitted to Kaleb how he had to get help, as he was struggling to cope on his own, and he broke the news about the latest addition to the farm, Harriet Cowan. "You'll meet Harriet, you'll like her," Jeremy insisted as Kaleb looked put out. "Sensing that Kaleb wasn't entirely happy about me hiring someone else, I decided he should meet her as quickly as possible," Jeremy said. He explained how he had asked Harriet to drill the barley for him, and Harriet was seen examining her handiwork with Charlie Ireland. "Now that's Harriet, be nice," Jeremy warned Kaleb as they arrived at the field. He once again warned Kaleb to behave, before telling the cameras, "This is going to be interesting." Because he wants to encourage young people to start farming, but I don't think he wants them to farm on this farm. "Lovely to meet you," Kaleb enthused as he offered out his hand for Harriet to shake. As Harriet greeted him, she looked down at the ground awkwardly, as Charlie attempted to introduce them officially. Kaleb struggled to look Harriet in the eye during the tense exchange. "Did you drill this?" he asked, observing her work. "Judgment here," Harriet smiled as she watched Kaleb examining the soil. Jeremy observed how there had been no fighting so far, as he walked over to meet the rest of the group. Thankfully, Kaleb's initial reservations did not last long as he learned how valuable Harriet had been as a resource. The pair ended up bonding over their shared love of farming and Kaleb was keen to find out more about Harriet's studies around agriculture.